Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check three, check three, check three.
Check 37, check 37.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Set. 56. 56 is hot. Check, 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 check.
Mike's 56.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 43, here's second down and 2.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, 41.
Hey, Kappa.
Tighten down. There you go.
40.
Trap 60.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Move. Hey, we got 3 down.
Bang.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Good.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, alert. Tight end's right. 3 down.
To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
We got to seal.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 9.
Let's go.
On third down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert O hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers 0. Brett Maher sets the kickoff.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
It's Eckler again. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Strong right. 21. Out.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd and 4.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Herbert. That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Set. 56. 56. Right there. 56. Hey, easy. Opie.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. from the 24 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Watch the backer.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Set. 56. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Check, 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 56 to Mike.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end.
Took right, took right.
It's on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Check 3, check 3.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 3rd down and 7.
You.
Hey, Ram.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
I'm on. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Tighten up.
Good job right there.
Off the draw, here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Mike 9. Here we go.
Alert.
Mike 9. Hey. You gotta.
Wilson.
Hey, we got a seal. Here we go.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Marr on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Check 99. Baylor Tiger.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
We got three. Three down.
Check
12, 12.
Croc.
12, 12. 19.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Stays on his feet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got tight left.
Go.
Three down. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run it again with Williams. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Three down.
18.
Throwing is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Hey, we got 3 down. 31's the mic. I'll get him.
Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Back to throw. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Check 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Herbert on first down now. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's get off the field.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A final shot before break. Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as time expires in the first half. And the Chargers get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Number 53, Mike.
Spot that.
I got him. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Watch the slam.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Friday. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Good. Watch the twist.
53 is the Mike. 53, check 53. Hey.
Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 5.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You're trash. You're trash.
Check.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
He runs.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second down and 3.
Check. 53's Mike. All right. Be alert. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Again, it's Williams. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and 2.
53, Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
53.
There.
53. Check 53. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check your hot read.
Left hash.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, 0.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
It's been a long day for you. Mike, 53.
Wilson.
Let's go, defense.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Shift! 36.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end left. 3 down. Switch.
Go. Check 9. All goes special.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
12.
exit.
12.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Three.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go, baby. We need turnovers. Get that ball. Ready.
Eckler now between the tackles.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
14, Friday.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check curls, check curls.
19.
Watch twists. Watch twists.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get tonight. The Mike over there. Let's get it together, defense.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Flushed out right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 6.
14.
Play that tight D. Don't let them breathe, defense.
31's the mic. Cover it. 31's the mic.
Back to throw. Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
31's the mic. Brilliant. 31's the mic.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Watch
Look left, look left. Front it, front it, front it.
Cut. 31's the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Watch the slant.
Check. Hey.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Good one. Davis now to return it. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return,
and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Bring it. Whip.
Home to trips right.
Watch the whip.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Watch out.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here comes 2nd down.
56. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Herbert to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Herbert gonna throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Throwing, Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch QB draw. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Now Herbert.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with 1 game remaining.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.